Hello and a very warm welcome to yet another brand new episode of your very own show, Colours of India. I'm Teena Jha, getting you the latest on the cultural front in the week gone by. Let's start with the lead stories. At first is a carnival of music, followed by a brilliant adaptation of Vijay Tendulkar's Marathi drama Mitrachi Goshta. And finally, exhibition of 20th century master Jamini Roy. We start today with the sound of various percussion instruments from around the world at the World Percussion Festival held recently in the national capital. The two-day-long carnival was a rare treat for music lovers in the city. Not just that, it also featured attractions like a flea market, stilt walkers, dancers, magicians, tattoo artists, and much more.
The entire ambience seemed to be beating to the rhythm, with the universal language of music enriching it all. There were bands performing at the event from Israel and Russia and more, and an audience that came from an equal number of diverse cultures. The third edition of the World Percussion Festival, organized by the Indian Council for Cultural Relations and Rastrang, brought together percussion enthusiasts from around the globe. There's an ear here from eclectic music forms and some rare instruments too.
Festivals like this and many more, some great work is happening in India and more great work should happen. We are so rich in our culture and so rich in our heritage, and to do these kind of festivals, in the Indian mythology, if you look back, there is a festival every day in my mythology. Why? It gives you a breath of fresh air, it makes you celebrate, and you look around today in this whole area, young, old have come, they're enjoying, it's like a nice picnic in the park. Now, what better can this be to rejoice, to make people healthy? Because this really makes you feel healthy in the mind, which makes you feel healthy in your body then, finally.
Israel's Oded Kafre has been on the road for nearly 10 years now, performing in various countries under his Drum the World initiative. For one-man band, Oded, a performance is about transporting the audience into seamless energy. His creation of the live music experience stays with listeners even several hours later.
Drum is a very uniting instrument. We all born with the drum in ourselves. It's our heart. Babies understand drumming before they understand any language or any sound. So drums in Delhi is an amazing celebration. My mission is to bring the drums everywhere I can. Every day I play the drums in the street of different city. Music is the sound of the soul. And in our soul, I don't believe in nationality, race, color. I believe we are one. So that's the beauty of music, and I experience this every day of my life.
If that was one man on many instruments, here's the traditional ensemble. A team of 5 drummers from Russia bringing with them the rhythm of the Caucasus, a small region in Russia. That perfect synchronization more than stood out.
I enjoyed the performance, and this performance was exquisite. I'm sure all of you will cheer them up on my behalf also.
2-day-long World Percussion Festival in central Delhi had a slew of such performances from around the world, celebrating music in another of its vibrant hues. Nothing says spring like the music festival at the Nehru Park. The music of various percussion instruments on a common platform was altogether a treat to watch. People dancing to the beats of bands from Russia and Israel, the third World Percussion Festival was truly a treat for the audience. With camera person Manish Ravlinkar for Rajya Sabha Television.
The event brought together performers from India, Israel, Belgium, Indonesia, Sri Lanka and Russia. And the diversity at the event enthralled one and all. So next time there's an event happening like this in Delhi, make sure you don't miss it. On that note, time for a very short break. There's much more lined up for you on the other side. Do stay with us. On the other side, a treat for theatre enthusiasts. Vijay Tendulkar's iconic play Mitrachi Goshta in a new bow. Welcome back after the break. Now in this segment, we take you through the story of a woman who's struggling with her choice of sexuality and society. Titled A Friend's Story, this play is an English adaptation of the much talked about and hyped theatre drama of Vijay Tendulkar, Mitrachi Goshta.
Miss Dev, Sumitra ji. Sorry,
Why sorry?
because I called out to you.
Who are you? What do you want?
Nothing. I mean, nothing like that.
On the face of it, a love ballet set in the conservative society of pre-independence India.
Why?
No, I think you have lost something.
Maybe. So what about it?
Take it.
A conventional boy meets girl built up in a college campus in Pune.
What's your name?
Shrikant Marathi.
Going anywhere? We can have tea if you like. You drink tea, don't you? Chal. Dada, दोन चहा द्या. So, what do they call you at home?
Bapu.
Yet look deeper, and a friend's story adapted from Vijay Tendulkar's 1980s Marathi saga is intense, progressive and highly controversial.
Not that. I didn't expect to see you here today like this.
I just decided to come. I was fed up being cooped up in the house.
Tendulkar's play weaved in complex characters and intricate plot lines that broke the taboo on lesbian identities 3 decades ago.
But in my own way, okay? Don't look. Just listen. There was a girl. She was forced to meet a certain boy for marriage. So she met the boy. And when she met the boy, she felt no excitement, no physical thrill. Found the whole thing very
And even today, the English version remains ahead of its time.
She asked herself, why don't I feel the way other girls do? Why don't I feel shy in the company of men?
The NCPA Classics was a brand. They wanted, I mean, I could do from 1,000 years downwards anything. but I preferred not to go into Sanskrit and Kalidas. I thought let's do a contemporary classic, and Vijay Tendulkar, I mean, arguably I must say, because the others might get rubbed on the wrong side, he is the greatest modern playwright ever, I mean, in India. So it's fantastic, and he's relevant.
The story itself stars Bapu, a shy boy battling a strong sense of inadequacy.
I was neither a scholar nor a sports person. I did not have the guts to become a Gunda. I had absolutely no interest in politics. No professor could have recalled my name without some effort. I was one of the crowd who entered college solely for filling the benches in the classroom. Yes, but I had one special trait, an inferiority complex.
Mitra, an independent girl with a secret that eventually results in her downfall.
Certain things can be shared only if you accept them as they are. Who makes us the way we are and sends us here? Why are we what we are? Why do we become our own slaves? No point asking you. What do you know? Just like an innocent child.
No, I'm not a child.
And Nama, Mitra's graceful yet treacherous love interest.
रात्रीचा समय सरुनी रात्रीचा समय सरुनी रात्रीचा समय सरुनी रात्रीचा समय सरुनी येतौ शकाल हा प्रिये पहा प्रिये पहा.
It starts with a regular boy meets girl line but turns into an intense love triangle.
पक्षी मधुर शब्द करीति गुंजारव मधुपवनिति गुंजार.
Mitra is enchanted by the beautiful Nama, her femininity and her love. As their love blossoms, also growing up, Bapu struggles in understanding Mitra, whom he secretly loves.
Mitra, your acting was good.
Don't lie if you don't mean it, Bapu.
No, I mean it.
Shut up. I know you better than you know yourself. Remove this. I was so bored sitting at home. I thought I'll do the play.
Her feelings, sexuality and aggression. The gradual unraveling of Mitra's sexuality, her confusion regarding her sexual identity, her violent attraction towards Nama, and the blossoming friendship between her and Bapu form the central points of the play.
Sweet dreams.
It's a very difficult character to pull off, because every character is difficult to pull off because there are so many minute threads, and if you want to get all of them, you always don't get it. So of course I'm still exploring, because this was like our 21st show. We have done 20 shows before, but today's show was again different. There were new findings.
Bapu, something one feels for a man, something like that. If one feels for a girl, what would you say?
Nothing. Why?
Because it has happened. I mean, not exactly that, but something like that. Bapu, I'm in love with a girl.
Even after fighting all odds, the two women fail to stay in a relationship.
I have some very strange feelings towards her. I tried hard to reject them, but they won't go away.
Nama decides to move on in her life and marries a suitable boy in Kolkata.
Whenever we are together, she keeps asking about Manya and myself, like how we enjoy. She behaves like a mad woman if I don't tell her.
Mitra ends her life fighting society, her love and moreover her inner struggles.
Mitra was in a deep sleep. The peaceful, innocent face of a child. But pale, drained of all color.
The play is beautifully weaved together by Bapu's narration, emotional at times and witty the next.
Days passed and I heard she had gone home.
keeping audience glued in thrilled awe.
Back to normal. And soon she appeared in college again.
I found it lovely. It was very sensitive, well acted, well directed. The emotions were brought out beautifully. Very well brought out in a very sensitive manner, without getting too loud or crude. Very well brought out.
You're saying no to me?
Obsession, jealousy, betrayal, a search for redemption. All these emotions come through in various degrees.
Do it. Why are you asking me?
Surrounded brilliantly by a sensitive portrayal of each character. A friend's story keeps returning to Vijay Tendulkar's original Mitrachi Goshta and retains a strong essence of the Marathi flavor. A full 35 years since it first came to the stage in 1981. This place retains a timeless human flux and tension even in the modern age.
The play that expanded horizons of the Indian drama stands out even today. The audience is left speechless and glued till the end. Its strong presentation makes it stay with you long after it's over. And more so, the theme of the play is more relevant in today's age. With that, time for a very short break. There's still more to come in the program. Do stay with us. Coming up ahead on the show, the first public display of over 80 works of 20th century artist Jamini Roy. Welcome back once again. On to the world of art now. An exhibition by works of some of the most influential and significant artists of the 20th century, around some very particular themes that reflect those times.
Dimly lit figures with emotive expressions. Simple portrayals of women in the traditional sari with a sensuality coming through. The theme of paintings by modernist painter Jamini Roy, titled Carved Conchairs in the Capital. Formerly trained in Western painting styles, Roy has frequently expressed favour for art for all, not just an affluent few. This, among other landmark works, find a place.
Jamini Roy is considered to be India's first modernist. So we are looking at an age in which artists were taught by the Britishers. So everything they were taught about art was about Western art. And here you had Jamini Roy, who decided that he learned everything about Western art, but he would use Western art to create works that were very Indian. We are also looking at a time when the nationalist movement was at its height. We are also looking at a time when Indians had this beautiful blend of having a nationalist spirit as well as wanting to know more about spirituality. So when you combine these two things, we are looking at such an important part of culture in those years.
Women, boys and men. Tales from the Ramayana as well as Mary and Christ are cornerstones of Ravi and Uma Jain's Jamini Roy collection. Offering a rich and rustic palette that conjures a luxuriant hamlet scene. In this series, the colors are dark and dense, drawing the gaze away from merely the color, calling attention to the contemplation of the contour that held the form.
Damini Roy is simple and beautiful. His lines are clean, his people are simple folks, they're not even celebrities. And he represents everyday life with such grace and beauty that I think it's almost a rare and unforgotten art in today's world. And the fact is that I think he blended the true traditions of village India and juxtaposed it quite well in his later works with influences from the West, right? So the way he even depicted Christianity in his own so-called Indianness is I think, something marvelous.
Then, these drawings that emphasize Roy's modernity, locating its sources in the artist's childhood in a village in Bankura, surrounded by the work and art of weavers and potters. There's an emptiness in these works that embrace and have a lot to do with the Bengal's terracotta work on Bankura's temples.
Well, art can't be explained. It needs to be experienced. And Damini Roy's works tell their story through exceptional detailing and accuracy. That brings us to an end of this program. We'll keep getting you such interesting and relevant stories in our further editions. Until then, take very good care of yourself. It's a goodbye from the entire team.